So hello everyone, this is the probability and stochastic processing. So this is the homework 7, question 7. In this problem, it has three questions, and in the A part, it requires us to obtain the mean AZT. So firstly, we can take the formula ZT into the AZT. So we can list the formula as this part. We can then simplify the formula to the second row as this part, and then we know that sheet 1t and sheet 1-2 and sheet are all independent. So we can simplify the formula at the third line. As this part. And then we know that the mean of sheet 1t is equal to sheet 1, and the mean of sheet 2t is equal to sheet 2. So we can simplify in the following processing, like this part, and then we know that the mean of cosine omega ct plus sheet is equal to this integration, and the sine omega ct plus sheet is equal to this integration, and we know that the cosine omega ct plus sheet to the integration of ranging from 0 to pi is equal to 0. It's the same as sine. So we know that the final consequence is equal to 0. So this is the first part. Then we can go on to the second part. On the second part, it requires us to obtain the autocorrelation of T1 and T0, and to prove whether the ZT is WSS. So firstly, we can list the formula from the textbook. We know the autocorrelation is equal to the ZT1, ZT2 of the mean, and we can take the ZT1 and ZT2 from the formulas above into this formula as this part. Then we can simplify this part. We can multiply each part, and so we can obtain 4 different formulas as this at the second and the third line. So then we assume Tau is equal to T1 minus T2. So we can so then we can know that N1 T1 and times N1 T2 is equal to the autocorrelation of Tau as this part. It is easy to obtain this formula from the textbook, and then we consider the second part, and we know that sheet 1 T1 is equal to sheet 1, and sheet 2 T2 is equal to sheet 2. So we can obtain the second part, and it's the same as the third part and the fourth part. So we can get the equivalence at the fourth and fifth line. To obtain the following consequence, we need to know that this formula as cosine A times cosine B is equal to cosine A plus B plus cosine A minus B divided by 2. So using this formula, we can simplify the formula about cosine omega c t1 plus ch times cosine omega c t2 plus ch is equal to this part. We can take the omega c t1 plus ch is equal to A, and omega c t2 plus ch is omega is equal to B. So then we can we take the parameters into this function, and so we can obtain the function like this. The other three parts is also we can use the same function like cosine A times cosine B, and so we can finally get the other three parts as the last 1 and 2 line. Then we can simplify this two-line function. So finally we can obtain the consequence as this line 0.5 Rn1 tau plus Rn2 tau times cosine omega c tau, and it is equal to RZ tau. So from the definition from the textbook, we know that it is WSS. And then for the third part, the third part requires us to find the RZ0. So so we can take the 0 to the formula we obtained above, and so as tau is 0, so we can get the formula like this, function like this, and we know that the autocorrelation Rn10 is equal to the mean of sheet 1 square t, and Rn20 is equal to the mean of sheet 2 square t. So this is the consequence. So that's all.